It reads like a polished feature for a major sports publication or YouTube voiceover, maintaining journalistic accuracy while amplifying excitement, context, and storytelling flow. It also includes natural audience engagement prompts and smooth transitions to encourage likes, comments, and subscriptions. Packers explore ex-Panthers. Edge rusher after Lucas Van Ness. Injury. What it means for Green Bay's defense. The Green Bay Packers could soon be making a strategic roster move following an unfortunate injury to rising star Lucas Van Ness in Week 6. While the team celebrated a hard-fought win against the Cincinnati Bengals, the third-year pass rusher's foot injury cast a shadow over the victory. And now, the Packers are evaluating their options to keep the defense firing on all cylinders. According to the NFL's official transaction wire, the Packers recently hosted 4 edge rushers for workouts at team facilities, with former Carolina Panthers defensive end DJ Johnson standing out as the most notable name in the group. Alongside Johnson, Jeremiah Moon, Andrew Farmer, and Jaw Joyner also participated, signaling Green Bay's intent to explore immediate depth solutions should Van Ness be sidelined for multiple weeks. DJ Johnson, from Panthers prospect to Packers, possibility DJ Johnson, entered the league as the 80th overall pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, selected by the Panthers after a strong collegiate career at Oregon. Known for his explosive first step and raw strength, Johnson's draft profile emphasized his relentless power off the edge, a player described by NFL draft analyst Lance Zierlein as someone who uses his hands like sledgehammers. Standing 6'4" and weighing 260 pounds, Johnson played in 31 games for Carolina, recording 62 total tackles, 4 tackles for loss, and a half sack. While those numbers don't leap off the stat sheet, his athletic profile and developmental upside continue to intrigue scouts across the league. The Panthers released him in Week 5, creating an opportunity for Green Bay to take a low-risk, high-upside look. For a defense that thrives on rotation and versatility, Johnson could fit seamlessly into coordinator Joe Barry's front. His blend of length, strength, and motor aligns with the Packers' long-term vision for developing young, physical edge talent, especially if Van Ness's recovery takes longer than expected. Lucas Van Ness. Injury update and impact on the rotation. Packers fans exhaled a collective sigh of relief Monday when head coach Matt LaFleur confirmed that Van Ness had avoided a serious injury. However, there's still no firm timetable for his return. "We definitely avoided something serious, but how long he'll be out remains to be seen," LaFleur told reporters. "He's been impactful and playing physical. If he's unable to go, that's definitely going to be a loss." Van Ness sustained the injury while celebrating his first solo sack of the season in the third quarter against Cincinnati. The 2023 first-round pick was carted off to the locker room and did not return. Despite starting the year in a rotational role, particularly after Green Bay's blockbuster trade for all-pro pass rusher Micah Parsons, Van Ness has been a disruptive force whenever he's on the field. Through the first 6 weeks of the 2025 season, Van Ness ranks 18th in the NFL in pass rush win rate, 18%. Per ESPN Analytics, trailing only Parsons, 23%, among Packers defenders. He's also registered 16 total quarterback pressures, proving to be an essential part of Green Bay's third down packages. If Van Ness is forced to miss time, Kingsley Enagbare and rookie Barron Sorrell are expected to step up. Both players have shown flashes, Enagbare with his high motor and pursuit, and Sorrell with his developing hand technique. But the coaching staff will need to trust them in bigger roles. Adding a veteran like Johnson could stabilize that transition period. Why the Packers? Defensive depth matters. Now more than ever, the Packers' defensive identity under LaFleur has evolved dramatically in recent years. With the arrival of Micah Parsons, Green Bay's pass rush has become one of the most aggressive in football. But that aggressiveness relies on consistent depth. Losing Van Ness, even temporarily, challenges that formula. Rotational freshness has been a key part of the Packers' success. In a defense that often sends waves of pressure from multiple alignments, every edge rusher plays a role. Van Ness's absence could lead to more double teams on Parsons, forcing the Packers to get creative with blitz packages or lean on young contributors like Enagbare and Sorrell. That's why signing a player like DJ Johnson isn't just about replacing production. It's about maintaining the balance and rhythm of a defense that has quickly become one of the most dynamic in the NFC, if Green Bay does move forward with Johnson, expect the coaching staff to deploy him situationally, particularly on early downs and short yardage sets, where his power-based game could shine. Kicking carousel continues. Packers make another special teams move. While all eyes have been on the defensive line, the Packers also made headlines with a Week 7 roster adjustment in the kicking department. After a week of uncertainty surrounding veteran Brandon McManus and his right quadriceps injury, Green Bay took an unconventional route, signing Lucas Havrisik, the 2025 UFL field goal leader, directly to their 53-man roster. Havrisik impressed in his debut, going 2 for 2 on field goals and perfect on 3 extra points, helping secure the win over Cincinnati. In contrast, rookie Mark McNamee, a participant in the NFL International Player Pathway Program, was released from the practice squad Tuesday. Though his release may seem abrupt, it's a clear signal that the Packers are confident in Havrisik's ability to hold down the role until McManus returns to full health. The long-term question, however, remains open. Once McManus is ready, the Packers could attempt to reassign Havrisik to the practice squad, but that would mean exposing him to waivers, where another team could easily claim him. For now, Havrisik's steady performance has earned him at least another week in green and gold. Looking ahead, Packers versus Cardinals, the Packers, 3-1-1, turn their attention to Week 7, where they'll host the Arizona Cardinals 2-4 on Sunday at 1 p.m. ET. With the defense finding its rhythm and an offense led by quarterback Jordan Love gaining momentum, Green Bay aims to build consistency as the midseason stretch approaches. Fans will be watching closely to see whether the team finalizes a deal with DJ Johnson and whether Van Ness makes a surprisingly quick recovery. Every snap counts as the Packers continue their push toward reclaiming the NFC North crown. Stay connected with the latest Packers updates if you're passionate about the Packers and love staying on top of every roster move, injury update, and locker room story. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps keep this community thriving and ensures we can bring you in-depth coverage, breakdowns, and insider analysis every single week. Turn on notifications so you're the first to know when breaking news hits Green Bay. Go Pack Go!